Freedom 8848 is a movement of people that are motivated to fight injustice, specifically the injustice of sex trafficking. It was founded with the idea that it feels like a problem that's so big that you're standing at the foot of Mount Everest, staring at the peak, and thinking there's no way we can fight this thing. So we symbolically combat that injustice by climbing the equivalent of Mount Everest here in Kananaskis country in Alberta over 3 days. When you do something that's so hard that you don't even know that you can do it, then all of a sudden it opens doors, because when people hear what you're up to and how hard you're working and the sacrifices you're willing to make to fight this injustice, then the support you get is unbelievable, more than any one of us ever could have imagined. So it's really not a hiking event, even though that's what we do on the event. So people that aren't into hiking, aren't really into the physicality or even the outdoors, they come, they go outside their comfort zone, and they do it because justice is what's most important to them, and keeping people from being exploited, rescuing people who are being exploited, and restoring those who are out of that, that is what's important to them, and the hiking is just how they manage to express it. And we have the freedom, we have the power, and we have the ability to make a difference in one or many lives.
Yeah, my name's Cam. I've been involved in the 4th Musketeer movement since 2017. Some of my best friends are the guys that started Freedom 8848, so that's kind of how I got involved in this challenge and be fully engaged in it. Yeah, for me the biggest challenge of Freedom 8848 are the things that I couldn't control. I think I could control how I trained for the event, how I could physically endure the mountains. The things that I couldn't control were the fundraising aspects of it. How I was able to raise the money that was required was just overwhelming to me. Definitely the scary part of the challenge for me. The fundraising efforts and how they grew so much, I think I was vulnerable, and I went definitely outside of my comfort zone. I reached out to people that I haven't talked to about sensitive topics before. For the most part, people are very giving, and if they're aware and they have a personal connection as to things that are happening, they're very willing to give. And so I think that was one of the keys to my success for fundraising this year.
My name is Katerina and I'm 17 years old. Leading up, I think fundraising was a little bit tricky. Just being open and okay with asking people for a cause such as this. I think a lot of people are very generous. Once you just get past that initial, I don't know, fear, if that's the right word, of just asking people, then it's actually pretty simple because you are asking for a really good cause. I'm a little bit sore, but I finished every meter of elevation, every peak. It's a really great accomplishment, and I was really proud that I made all the peaks. Just go for it. Just ask friends, family at first, and over time you have conversations with people. If people ask, what do you have going on this summer? That's a great opportunity to tell them what you're up to. It's definitely doable at any age. Another really hard part is just the mental aspect. Yes, it's really hard physically, but just being able to focus on one step at a time and not looking too far ahead, because that can get really overwhelming. If you look at one step at a time, don't even look at the peak, go slow but steady, you'll make lots of progress.
My name is Titus Jardine, and I got involved with Freedom 8848 because I'm in the same volunteer role as one of the initiators. Leading up to the event, I felt my biggest challenge was asking people to donate to my cause. I've always questioned whether or not my motives are genuine, and so asking people to support me in something like this was difficult. I overcame it by reaching out to people in the community, people who wanted to help me fundraise, and then people in my life I knew wanted to see me improve and grow, and asking them to help contribute. I think they really liked seeing how I've matured. The website describes this as a movement and not as an event, and I really get that impression. The event is the climax that a community holds to bring us together and to emphasize what we find important.